Why do you always have a crumpled napkin in your hand?
I always, you know what? Okay, do you know how in Peanuts, Linus always has a blanket? Is that true? Did I make that up?
No.
Like, this is my version of Linus's blanket. I think I'm really messed up. Hey, I'm Soman.
And I'm JoAnn.
And Ramon is still gone. I think he's in LA. I think he's moved there forever. And this is a special childhood edition of EverNever TV. You may ask why I'm wearing this horrible shirt. But we just did a quick little photo because HarperCollins is asking me to recreate a childhood picture. This is what I look like as a child.
So cute. With the cowlick.
I was so fat and my hair was such a disaster area, and I loved cake.
Well, you were a kid. I feel like it was pretty normal to like cake and be round.
And so we just recreated the photo as best we could with very little budget and time, and so here's what we came up.
I think it's not too bad.
It's not too bad?
Yeah.
So I thought we'd talk about a little what we were like as kids. So I was super shy and very into pop music.
Oh.
Like Cyndi Lauper and Madonna. So I used to dance around to them a lot. I had a lisp. L's were N's. So people would pay me to say Lulu has a lollipop, and I would say Nunu has a naughty pop.
Oh.
What were you like as a kid? Can we see some baby pictures?
Yeah. As a baby, apparently I really creeped people out.
Why?
Because I was too alert. Like I would track people with my eyes and just study
so
them,
yeah.
I wasn't sort of like the happy-go-lucky baby who's just like, I love colors, I love sounds. I'm like,
you're already
observing everything.
I'm convinced that babies like you and me are born with sort of a little past life still stuck on us. So we've come with something to do, versus Ramon, who just woke up as a baby and let out a fart and was like yay.
I bet he was a happy baby.
Oh my god, I'm sure. Yeah. He's always happy. Don't you understand life is difficult and you should be stressed about your life because his life is often a mess, and
he's never stressed about it.
Never stressed.
No? I feel like we try to get him to stress more
I know we try. It doesn't work. It's just not his nature. It's so annoying. What else were you like as a kid?
I definitely liked books more than people.
Mm-hmm.
That's sort of still true.
Mm-hmm.
I was very quiet. I never spoke unless spoken to first.
Me too. It's weird because now I feel do you still consider yourself quiet? Maybe.
Maybe, a little.
Well, probably with strangers still.
Yeah.
That's my default too. I don't know, I have this thing where if I meet a new person, I automatically assume they're terrible unless they prove otherwise. Unless they're young. If they're young, then I have the opposite. I assume they're awesome unless they prove otherwise. What kind of books were you into as a kid?
All kinds. I liked books about animals, fantasy, obviously. I liked a lot of adventure books. I like people going places because I think I didn't like my hometown, so I liked the idea of getting out and going to lots of different places.
I think that's a lot of kids. I also loved any book where your parents turned out to be aliens or something. I loved books where my parents weren't my parents because I don't know, I just found parents horrible. And so I just liked the idea that they were something else. I mean, my parents were fine. That's a lot of information from us. We're gonna give you Ramon's little vlog right here.
Hey you guys. So it's a little early in the morning, sorry. My coffee hasn't kicked in, but a funny anecdote of me growing up as a kid that a lot of people don't know about is I was obsessed with the police department and the fire department and the helicopters that would go around our house. So I wrote a letter to the police department asking for a tour. Lo and behold, a couple months later, they sent two black and white units to my house. And my mom was freaking out. She's like, oh no, they're arresting my son. And I was probably around 10 or 11. But it turns out that they were going to escort me and give me a private tour of the station and a ride on the helicopter, which I did, which was a lot of fun. It's a weird, funny, strange, what I was like when I was a kid anecdote. Okay, that's all.
Alright, we'll see you guys next week.